Hi, I'm Dick Enberg with the San Diego Padres. You're watching CVN 70. Now take it away, Heron. Oh, my.
This week we are going insane. A workout that you'll never forget, and hopefully one that keeps you coming back for more. Plus, we got guns, bulls, and predators, and a pitch from San Diego. Sleep became a rare commodity as the ship worked to finish Comp 2X, but the supply department got double slammed with its 18-month management inspection. But they'll tell you that all the work was worth it because the Vinson became the only ship out of RCOH to score the Blue E.
You can earn enough points ahead of time that you know by this stage of the game whether you're in or out. And right now, we've mathematically earned enough points with our performance on the SMI to pretty much ensure we've got the Blue E.
Head to the mess decks right now, or the gym. Grab yourself 10 sailors and ask each of them why they joined the Navy, and you're going to get 10 different answers. Tonight we're going to introduce you to a quartermaster who knew exactly what he wanted, told his recruiter to get him to sea, and found himself on board CVN 70.
Hi, this is QM3 Hoffman, and this is my story.
Quartermaster Third Class Eric Hoffman has a big responsibility.
A guy like me, a non-college graduate, high school, guy, it's pretty exciting to be, deciding where a multi-billion-dollar piece of United States property is going.
But before he got to this position, he had to figure out his life.
My parents were laying into me. They're like, you're 23, what have you done with your life? You've done nothing, and I was like, I was letting it ride. I wasn't getting too upset about it. But then it was everything was kind of rolling and it was snowballing. I was like, my job wasn't going anywhere. I was working with my stepdad again, my go-to safe job, and then I just wasn't doing anything. And then, also I was getting evicted from my house.
Quartermasters, and then he processed.
And it wasn't until one job that his life would change forever.
I was doing this other thing called, it's a Young Chefs Academy. It's terrible. It's like Chuck E. Cheese, but no fun. Like, kids come there, and you're like, let's make crepes. And then my job was to put everything in the oven and cook everything. But one of the ladies that owned it, her husband was a Navy recruiter, and he got me, I forget his name, 81 something or other, but he got me in the Navy.
When it was time to pick his rate for the Navy, his only input was?
I said, I want a job that's a real Navy job and a job that deploys all the time.
So his classifier gave him quartermaster, and the job seems to fit him.
Ultimately, if I had to have a job in big surface Navy, I can't imagine having a better one. When we're going into restricted waters, the captain has to see these charts.
So Hoffman goes on, planning the course for the Carl Vinson as the crew prepares for the deployment. Reporting aboard USS Carl Vinson, I'm Petty Officer Isaac Needleman.
Head over to the media SharePoint site and pull up the December 14th issue of The Voice, the one with Jackass on the cover. Inside, you're going to find a story about how Hoffman and the rest of the quartermasters are learning celestial navigation. If you're one of the thousands of Vinson sailors who pledged themselves before this deployment that they were going to get in shape, come let us know how you're doing. We're really interested in tracking one of the sailors who's extremely dedicated, who can show the rest of us what a little time at sea can do. But for right now, let's introduce you to some insanity going on in the hangar bay.
I don't need to tell you that your ship is a stressful place. Long hours, little sleep, cramped environment means everybody and everything is wound tight. And there needs to be a release and a relief to all that tension. Now you can go with your friends, chill out, play Black Ops for hours, or you can try to get on a computer if you can find one, and if Facebook's not blocked, hop on there. But me, I recommend going insane. All right, so think of insanity like the cardio complement to P90X. Where P90X works your muscles and your overall strength, insanity works your cardio and your overall wind.
It's a great workout, it's perfect. Cardio, especially when you get to my age. I need this sort of stuff.
So far, it's all been warm-up, and it's all been legs. We've been doing legs and wind. That was just the warm-up. I'm already sweating like a rhinoceros, and my sweater is already obsolete. So already I can tell this is going to be a hell of a workout. And I'm sweating like crazy. Feels really good though, kind of. Jump squats. Holy bejesus. I'm so pretty.
come out. It's a real workout for anybody of any fitness level.
Insanity, man.
Hey, stop by MWR today for a full fitness schedule and find out when you can go insane. Got a quick question for you. What's 4'7", no respect for authority, and is a total jackass? Petty Officer Eric Crosby knows.
Sailors work, rumors fly,
You know who's coming aboard today?
Is he really?
Yeah.
What?
and anticipation builds.
It took me a second to dawn on who you were talking about. When I thought about it, I was like, oh, heck yeah, man, this is shit.
It'll definitely help raise the morale of the ship.
I just think it's funny when, it's messed up, but I think it's funny when they get hurt.
From stunts in 3D and on TV to standing 4'7" aboard USS Carl Vinson.
Thank you for letting me drive the robot. That was awesome.
It's 3D Jackass star
I've always wanted to do that.
Jason Weeman Acuna.
Cool. Hey, let's get an orderly nut-to-butt line.
He visited sailors and signed autographs
And then Kara and Cody as well.
just in time for Christmas.
Handstand time!
He then watched sailors perform their own stunts.
Let us know that, yeah, you know, they're fans of us just as much as we're fans of them.
Petty Officer Eric Crosby, USS Carl Vinson.
Weeman wasn't the only celebrity to visit Vinson last week. Baseball fans had something to cheer about when a World Series champ and a renowned broadcaster came aboard.
Huge fan of baseball. Glad that they could come out and support us.
Hey, thanks for having us. I think we're more appreciative you guys letting us come on board. Trust me.
San Diego Padres coach Dave
go.
Roberts, pitcher Luke Gregerson,
How's it going? No problem. Take care.
renowned sports
Tampa.
broadcaster Dick
The other
Endenberg,
side of the country, huh?
and others took time to say thank you to sailors aboard USS Carl Vinson.
I think to have, the sailors come out to ball games and root us on, and for us to have an opportunity in the off season to come, shake hands and really put faces with names, it's pretty special to us. And I think that, really it's a conscious effort by the organization to have that relationship, with the Navy, and it's something that we really pride ourselves in.
To have the opportunity to come on this ship, see the things that you guys do for us and for the rest of the country it's probably one of the more amazing things that someone can go through, I think.
The Padres have an ongoing relationship with the men and women in uniform.
The dress announcer says, for all the men and women who have served in military service, please stand before the very first pitch, and they get a standing ovation from the fans. And then on Sundays, our military day, and even the announcers, we wear the military logo, the San Diego logo. And
Sometimes even words can't describe the Padres' patriotism.
it's a small way to say thank you.
Reporting aboard USS Carl Vinson, I'm Petty Officer Isaac Needleman.
Separation from friends and family is never easy on deployment. Phone calls, letters, and the occasional email help, but sailors know separation more than most. But for a few of our shipmates, being with family means going to sea. This is 2 Minutes with the Lyons brothers.
We're the Lyons brothers, a.k.a. Lyons Pride. I was pretty excited. He didn't believe me at first when I was like, I'm coming to the Carl Vinson. He was like, no, you're not. I was like, yeah, I'm coming. So I told him what day I was coming in, and then it's been pretty much history after that. I almost lost my mind, I was ecstatic. I was happy. If I'm acting up or if I'm not doing something right, he'll put me to the side and be like, you need to focus on this, or vice versa. Right now, we're heading to the SA Berthen, a.k.a. the Lyons Den. So it's a bond. Brothers mean bond, pretty much, forever. So we got two night sleepers in here. This is where I stay. This is where my brother stays. He's in here right now, sleeping. Hey. Hey, turn around real quick. There you go, right there. Trying to get his little rest on right now, but this is the Lyons Den. This is where it all goes down. It's easier for our mother and father to be like, take care of, your brother, because it's not like you have to worry about him going somewhere and she doesn't know his whereabouts. It's like, so it's pretty much, take care of one another. So our parents are happy. They're excited that we're doing something with our lives. We're in the military together. Yeah, he just went to sleep right now, so.
Good evening, Carl Vinson. I'm MC3 Patrick Green, and I am super cool because my profile picture on Facebook is of me and Wee Man. It's time for a movie break. First up is a movie called Night and Day, starring Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz. Fun fact about them, they're old as shit now. This would have been a better movie had they been replaced with younger actors. The whole time I was watching this, I just felt very awkward, kind of like the time my dad wore those Ed Hardy pants. It's a love story wrapped in an action movie, and it's still overall pretty badass. It's kind of well directed, and the action scenes are very well done, such as this one with the running of the bulls in Spain. See, that was pretty cool. Here's a fun fact, if you rewind that scene, look at the very beginning, you can almost see Tom Cruise taking Metamucil and putting his walker back in the trunk of his car. I'm just kidding, he's not that old. Let's get back to the review of the movie, however. If you can get past the cringeworthy dialogue and the kind of schmoozy-loozy love story, it's a pretty good action movie that is somewhat worth the price of admission. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. All right, next up is a movie called Predator, starring Adrian Brody. Coming into this movie, he had some pretty big shoes to fill because the previous movies in this franchise also starred the likes of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny Glover. Did he do a good job? I guess you could say so, but it really just involves acting macho and spouting off bad one-liners. Overall, the movie's okay, with some nice action, but really in all aspects, it's just a collection of action movie stereotypes, all being killed by the Predator, such as this one, where a Japanese Yakuza member fights a Predator in a sword fight.
What is that? What?
But let's go back to why we watched this movie. It has the Predator. He is a killing machine that loves to kill the out of people, and that holds a special place in my heart. I give the movie a 7.5 out of 10. Don't forget to tune in next week where I review the worst movie I have probably ever seen, Marmaduke, and probably one of the better movies I've seen, The American, starring George Clooney. I'm MC3 Patrick Green, and I'll see you next time. This was your movie break.
Hi guys, Luke Gregerson here with the San Diego Padres. Just want to wish you guys all the best of luck in your future endeavors. We thank you very much for having us here on the ship, and back to the 70.
I started working on my degree by coming right here to the personnel office and signing up for NC PACE courses. Now I spend 6 days a week working on my degree. I recently sat down with one of my instructors and asked them why it's important to go to school while deployed.
I feel like you should be able to do a good job. You know, if you're devoted to your craft in the Navy, just use a similar type of devotion to college, and you'll do just fine. So I really want to inspire sailors to, if they choose to leave the Navy and go to a 4-year school, hopefully back home, or if they stay in the Navy and they're able to attend distance learning or onshore duty, that they can have the confidence they need to be successful, both in the civilian world and also if they want to continue their Navy career.
All right, well that does it for this week's edition of the 70. Come back next week when we talk about exactly what it takes to be Junior Sailor of the Quarter and Com 2X comes to a close. We're going to leave you now with thanks from Padres coach Dave Roberts, and until next time, I'm Seaman Matthew Herron.
Hi, I'm Dave Roberts, and I want to tell all the troops how much I appreciate and respect what you guys do for us and make my job possible. And whether you're at sea or on land, you know, we're thinking about you, care for you, you're in our thoughts and prayers, and like I said before, we couldn't do what we do without you guys.